Well, we are not done with the storm, but the storm is passing. They canceled school again today, so all the kids out there in western North Carolina are happy. I don't know if the parents are happy, but I know that those kids are. I'm just hanging out in the woods right now. I don't know, it's about 10 a.m. I'm just checking out our spring. So normally there's not a lot of water flowing here, especially in the summer. This is an intermittent spring. We have water in it about 8 months a year, but if we get a big storm, we have little waterfalls, which is kind of cool to check out. So I'm just hanging out in our woods. I'm on the edge of our pasture. The pasture's that way. You can't really see it, but I'm only about 40, 50 yards from the pasture. Our property goes way up. I haven't done any videos of our backwoods really, but I will eventually soon. But it's just kind of cool to be out here after a storm. It's nice and quiet. I'm just enjoying the sound of our creek right now. And it's kind of cool to think about the history of our property. It used to be a tobacco farm. Like a lot of small farms in western North Carolina, it's rugged farming, it's not easy farming. All over the edge of our pasture are piles of rocks that people had to pick up by hand. Every time they plowed, they would find more and more rocks, and they would just pick the edge of the pasture and just make big old piles of rocks so that they didn't have to deal with them. We have roads back here from logging that we use for hiking. They're a little steep for horses, but we have taken the horses out on them before. We're hoping one day to build a better trail system back here for the horses, for mountain biking, for hiking. There were cows in these woods maybe 50 years ago. So this here used to be a cow pasture, which now, as you can see, it's turning back into a forest. I mean, it's already a forest. Most of the trees are pretty small over here, but if you come over to this side, we have a lot healthier forests. We are closer to old growth, so it's kind of cool to just see all of the transitions going on in nature, to check out succession, to think about how our property used to be and what we're trying to make it more of a homestead for our family. Hopefully we'll make a little money off selling some stuff one day, but that's not really the goal right now. The goal right now is just to have fun. Let's go ahead and check out some storm damage. We don't have a lot, but we do have a tree or two that has fallen down. Well, we had this tree here snapped in half last night. It's a tulip poplar. It fell right in the track system for the horses. If you can look behind me, that trail is a trail the horses take several times a day to get from the running shed to the pasture to get extra exercise. So they are all safe and sound. I'm glad we put them up for the night in the dry lot. But this was, again, right where our horses walk every single day. I don't think they would have been hurt horribly, but you never know. This tree snapped in half. It's a decent sized tulip poplar, so I'm glad we put the horses up. I'm gonna have to chainsaw this probably this weekend when I get a little more time. I got a little worried. I let the boy goats out. They were in the barn last night. I let them out for about 20 minutes to graze. And then where did I see them? Over by my pumpkins. That's right. that's the first place they went. So I kind of freaked out a little bit. I ran over thinking the worst. But luckily, if you can see the pumpkin, I guess we can't see the pumpkin. Let's get a close look. So luckily, the pumpkin is safe. So that's our biggest pumpkin currently. I guess Rowan named him Bob. So thankfully the goats are safe, the pumpkins are safe. We have a downed tree, a couple branches have fallen. But overall we got pretty lucky in this storm. I hope my friends out in Florida are able to recoup their loss, and hopefully we don't get any more bad storms like this year. So thanks for joining us and have a great day.